everyone, welcome to our channel Silicon Valley Gardener. In today's blog, we are going to talk about the fertilizers that we use in our garden. We use different organic fertilizers for flowers, fruits, citrus trees, vegetables, and all the different crotons and the indoor plants as well. And we also make some homemade fertilizers as well, so we'll talk about those in this blog today. So this is a shake and feed fertilizer that we use for flower plants. So this is an all-purpose plant food that is specially formulated to help flowering plants grow much stronger and vibrant. When we give this to the flower plants, we see the difference in the flower color. After 1 or 2 feeds, the color of the flower becomes more vibrant and the plant looks much healthier. We can use this in potted plants as well as plants in the ground. We use this in all the dahlias that we have, the rose plants, and any flower plant that we have. You can find this in any garden store. I'll also provide a link below for your reference. This is another organic fertilizer that we use. It's Dr. Earth's organic plant food, and this is made of all natural ingredients like seafood, raw meats, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and everything that's natural. And this has a balanced NPK, which is 1:1:1, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. This is a great fertilizer to feed in the middle of the summer season. This allows the plant to continue to feed and prepare and to bear fruits and bloom more. So this is a concentrated fertilizer. So you have to dilute this before you use. So the ratio you can dilute is, you can use 1 cup of this concentrate, and then you have to mix it in a gallon of water, and you have to mix this really well before you feed it to the plants. So this is another organic fish fertilizer that we use. So make sure that you always use an ocean fish fertilizer. So this is an Alaskan fish fertilizer. We use this liquid fertilizer because it's especially high in nitrogen. If you look at the NPK ratio that's on this bottle, it says 5:1:1. That means it's very rich in nitrogen, so it's very good for all the vegetable plants, and you can also use it for few flower plants as well. It stinks really bad for a couple of days, so beware of that. And it's the same way that you mix like the other fertilizer that we mixed. You have to take 1 cup of this fish fertilizer concentrate and mix it with a gallon of water, and you have to shake it really well so everything is mixed up nicely, and then you can use it to feed the vegetable plants. So I usually don't use this to feed my leafy vegetables. I only use it for tomatoes, capsicum, eggplant, or any other vegetable plant. So you may have this question like, why do we need fertilizers when we make organic compost at home? So compost is basically a mixture of these decaying substances such as vegetables, fruits, leaves, eggshells, coffee grounds, and dry leaves that we add into the soil to make the soil fertile and to boost the soil with lot of nutritional elements that are needed for the plant to grow. Whereas fertilizers, they come in different forms like organic and inorganic forms. So we should be careful when trying to find a good organic fertilizer. We should make sure that it's strictly made from plant and animal sources, and all fertilizers are required by law to use the NPK ratio chart. So NPK is nothing but the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So having a balance of these, like 1:1:1 or something like that, tells you that it's a good fertilizer, that it has a balance of everything. So these fertilizers also help the soil to overcome some deficiencies. So usually compost do not usually contain enough of all the primary nutrients that is needed for every plant to grow. Like same like the deficiencies we have, every plant needs a different element to grow. We need to identify it and provide externally using organic fertilizers. There is nothing wrong in using fertilizers, but you have to make sure that you use an organic fertilizer. So this is another fertilizer that we use. Especially we use this for fruit, citrus and nut trees. The NPK ratio for fruit trees is 9:12:12. So this is very rich in phosphorus and potassium. We planted our clementine tree 4 years ago, and it was weak initially, and the fruits used to drop off even before growing. But when we started using this fertilizer, the tree grew well and it now bears a lot of fruits, and we give this during summer when it starts bearing fruit. So the fertilizer comes in spikes, so you have to take each spike and plant it near the tree root, so it slowly infuses this fertilizer to the plant, and it'll gradually melt, and it provides the nutrients that the plant needs. So we have this Epsom salt in almost everyone's house, so we can use this Epsom salt for plants as well. This helps to improve flower blooming, and it also enhances the plant's green color. It can even help plants grow bushier. Epsom salt is made up of hydrated magnesium sulfate. It's a mixture of magnesium and sulfur, which is very important to healthy plant growth. I use this on most of my flower plants, crotons, and my hibiscus plant. So you can see a difference in 1 or 2 days. So you have to mix this salt in a gallon of water, and you just have to water the plants at least twice or thrice in a week, and this should help the plant bloom and look healthier during summer. So Jobs also has this houseplant spikes that you can use it on any of your houseplants, and it should provide all the needed nutrients for the indoor plants as well. So this is another natural fertilizer that we make in the garden. We soak the banana peels for 2 to 3 days in water, and then we use this water to like water our plants. You can use it for any jasmine plant or any vegetable plant, and it's really good for the plants. This is another natural fertilizer that we make in the garden. We soak the onion peels in the water for at least 2 to 3 days, and then we remove the peels, we put it in the compost, and we use this water. We try to mix this water in a gallon, and we try to mix it with water, and then we use this as a fertilizer, and we give it to different vegetable plants as well as like flower plants, and it acts as a natural fertilizer. This is the sour buttermilk. We use it as a organic fertilizer, and if you give it to the curry plants, it's really good for it because it is rich in nitrogen. So this is the washed rice water. So you don't have to throw this in the drain. You can use it for your plants, and it acts as a good insect repellent. So these are all the fertilizers that we use in the garden. So we buy few organic fertilizers, then we also tried making few fertilizers at home, and we try to do this in a very organic way, but still we have to end up giving few extra nutrients that the plant needs from outside. So hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you did find it helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and please feel free to comment below and let us know your feedback. And thank you so much.